Welcome back everyone to Legend of Legaia Evil Medallion Run Part 3 Fun with Noah. We are going to be having a lot of fun today. There's lots of new discoveries to be had, as we will be soon switching over control from Vahn to our second character and seeing all the new implications that's going to have. So at this point in the story, we are entering the mountain, and Meta is sensing that there's another Ra-Seru nearby, and so we're going to be trying to rescue our friends, and then we're going to immediately meet those friends. So, of course, I'm not going to be changing any names here. We're just going to leave her as Noah. I think that would be a little sad. I really don't like changing any of the names of the characters. I think they're too iconic. This part here where she's talking to her mother and she doesn't know what happened to her parents that have been missing her whole life. When I was a kid, that would seem so dramatic, and it just really sucked me into the story and made me want to find out all the mysteries of the past in this world, and how she ended up as a baby here in the mountain and raised by Terra, the talking wolf, who's really the Ra-Seru. It's just such a powerful thing, and I think we take that for granted these days. How much little things like that can mean to a child. So, getting into the gameplay, one thing I immediately found out is that I could not hack in the Evil Medallion into her inventory, because your inventory is completely reset at this point. Your items as Vahn are put away somewhere else, and to my amazement, there's actually a second bag, a second inventory that's only used for this brief section of the game where you have exclusive control of her. And because of that, the Gameshark codes that put the Evil Medallion in your inventory are targeting Vahn's. They're not targeting Noah's little inventory for this section of the game. So because of that, they don't work. I found out how to hack it directly into her equipment that's on her body. So I put the code for that in the description in case anyone wants to do this challenge at home. The code in the description will put it right on Noah. So in addition to the inventory thing, also this teaches us that unlike a lot of other RPGs like Final Fantasy, where you got a character slot 1, 2, 3, and 4, as your party might move around, this game does not. This game has 3 characters, regardless of their order. Because right now Noah's in the first position, where Vahn normally is. But the codes that affect her inventory will affect her regardless of which position she's in. Now getting to this part here with the quiz, obviously we're just going to ace this thing because I'm a complete Legaia nerd. So this is the one that tricks most people up. The only way I remember this is because Noah ends in OA and the correct answer is Ricky Roa. And so it's not too hard if you remember that. Alright, now we're going to get into some actual combat. Apparently they haven't been practicing too much because she's a level 1. 0 EXP. But that's not a problem. We can take these guys, no problem. So here we're going to figure out one thing I've been wondering since I thought of this challenge. what happens when you use the Evil Medallion and you have no arts learned. Because remember, with Vahn, we had to learn Somersault with the tutorial battle before we can really use the Evil Medallion. Yeah. I don't think this really surprised anyone. I died a lot faster than I thought. Now, since this is just a practice area, Terra's not going to let us die for realsies. So I guess this means I have to learn at least one arts. So let me get that out of the way real quick. Alright, I've learned some arts. Let's see if we can actually win. See if we can kill it by kissing it to death. Oh, I don't like how low my HP's getting here. Apparently these things can't get confused, because normally that move confuses them. It's the only arch that actually causes a status effect. At least as long as it's the final hit in your string. Uh-oh, we're down to 3. Good lord. Man, he's getting all the love. Now I'm gonna actually learn some arts for real. Did she just say Nike? I always loved her little victory poses. You did well. Do you want to go back and get something to eat? After all, you do eat a lot. Like how she stomps her feet. Getting some lunch does sound good. That part always makes me kind of hungry. Uh-oh, now it's time for me to tell you everything. There's something important I must tell you, and of course the earthquake comes at that exact moment. And they're freaking out. Oh man, I think my vape just like entered the game. Oh no, the mist. Okay, I may have forgotten to re-equip the Evil Medallion, so I guess we'll just have to beat this mushroom guy the normal way. Arts always look pretty cool. They're very acrobatic, and with the little after image effect. Yeah, here's a blue boy. I like the big blue boys with the drill hands. Stand a chance. Again, this early game power spike will not be lasting us for too terribly much longer. I have a feeling once we get to the first real boss, we're gonna be... I don't know. I could see it going either way. There are Ra-Seru up ahead, but we can't absorb them, sadly. Alright, so now Terra is in the party. So, this section is normally a complete breeze, because Terra is OP. Terra can heal you, can heal status, and of course can attack enemies, and has very high HP. You never know for sure what her HP is. The game doesn't tell you. She actually does have a set amount of HP. It's very high. You're never gonna see her die from these early game monsters. So this is interesting. She's healing our status in vain. Of course, it can never be healed. So this means that she's not going to be much help. She's not attacking the enemies. She's not healing us. She's just focused on trying to get rid of that rage status. We're on our own for defeating the enemies, at least, and possibly for healing. We'll probably figure out soon if she's actually going to heal us or not, if our HP gets in critical status, but just in case, I'm going to keep her HP topped off with items outside of battle, since I can't use them in battle, obviously. So this section might actually be harder than it normally is. And there's a little boss battle with Terra in your party, so that's going to be interesting in a little bit. I'm curious to see what her AI will do with some of these new situations. Alright, we're back in the wide open world. So, is Noah supposed to have never seen the outside? Did she like literally live in that cave her whole life? I don't think they make it clear. Let's see how we do against 3 monsters this time. or 4 if the slime decides to divide. There's Terra being helpful again. Well, it's the thought that counts, right? I always thought Terra looked so badass. Like that. Like she just looks so menacing as a wolf. Despite being a wind elemental, Ra-Seru, she doesn't do anything wind-based. Whenever she attacks, I'm not going to see it in this playthrough, she just bites. Just one. And we're up to 4 enemies now. Do I hear 5? Another one-hit wonder. Alright, let's hurry this one up a little bit. Alright, and that's it this time. I hope you enjoyed this little trip in Legaia, and next time we're going to rejoin the team together and take on 2 bosses. So hopefully it won't be another 1.5 years before the next upload. Those of you that have stuck around and haven't given up hope on this series, I appreciate it, because I definitely would have given up hope if I was a viewer and there was a 1.5 year gap. See you next time.